Hey, I'm gonna treat you to a little log here. I'm gonna show you what's going on the balcony. I'm gonna rattle through everything that's going on plant-wise as a bit of a log for myself, and why not share it? Is the ethos. Um, let's just do it. Let's show you an overview. Polytunnel at the far end. Pride and Joy plants down here, and then where I'm standing, chill zone. So, what have we got going on here? Uh, Polytunnel. It's late in the year, so there's not a lot happening. Got a cold frame in here. Bits and pieces from succulents, springtail culture, uh, bulbs. So I might do a bit of guerrilla gardening down the bottom of this street. There is a parking area which has these beds in it. I think there's trees as well. And I might just go down and clean it up. This is a little idea that I just fancy doing this bit of something from it's a community thing. I think I have that to offer. It's hard to figure out what we can offer this world, but I feel like now that I have a bit of plant knowledge, why not make a bit of colour and beauty down there for next spring? So I'm going to plant some bulbs. So I'll get to the bulbs after. There's not a lot else in there. That's my soil storage. That's my house plant soil. Slightly different pot storage. Skateboard. These are the plants from this angle. Looking pretty good. Let me just talk about these raspberries quickly. Planted these yesterday. So we've got 3 groups of raspberries. 1, 2, 3. This one is an autumn blooming one. This one is midsummer blooming. And this one is early summer. So the theory is raspberries all the way through the year next year. These canes will grow from these little nodes. And then I thought this fence here just works as a natural natural support. Sorry. So here's the view. Just show you that quickly. South facing. Some tall buildings. Bird feeder. Assembled that. No birds have come yet. Apparently they take a while to get comfortable. But then add in the complete lack of wild birds in Manchester. They might take some time, but hopefully some sort of life comes soon. But they're there. They're there for the birds. So that's the raspberries. That's the theory. Canes come up, big shoots attached to the fence as they grow. So it'll be really green. This is the thing about the balcony, right? All this stuff is going to make so many flowers. I am buzzing for the spring because it's going to be a lot of colour. It already is a fair amount of colour, and it's winter, December. So let's move on to this plant stuff. That's just some shite. That's pot I don't know, I haven't done anything with. Verbena, that's a verbena. It looks dead, but I believe it's overwintering under there, and the roots are just growing. There's some bits and pieces in there. That is the only one that's attached to the thing there. So I guess that's like just giving it that little bit that it needs. All the dead stuff I've trimmed back. It was massive when I bought it. It was, up to here. Anyway, let's go through the trees. I've got ash, I've got willow, and I've got one other tree that I can't remember. So this is ash, one of the bigger ones. Nothing to it now, but come springtime it should come up. Got it from a conservation session out in the outskirts in Oldham, or Lees Brook. I brought these 2 back on the bike. That's also the ash there. So they came back from a forest. They were demoing a tool where you could rip out stuff from the ground, and I thought, I asked, I'll take them home if they're just going to chuck them. And they gave me them. So the ash is good wood. Carpenters like it. I'm not going to be giving it to carpenters. They're for me. So willow. These are willow. Got these from the gardening club. Kind souls. We'll just take some cuttings and root them in water and then put them in. So willow 1, willow 2 still has some leaves there. Don't know for how much longer. Willow 3, another one with lots of leaves, tall pot. So they're all nice. That's my trees. They'll do stuff in the spring and just start to do tree things. Most of them I've given a sheet of bark to protect the topsoil during winter. Loads of flies like to live in there. So I guess that's the trees. I don't think. Oh no! The Japanese maples. So these nice autumn trees. Oh, look at that! Sun's coming in now. Red leaves, Japanese maple. Again, it's quite a young tree. Those ones I bought online though, instead of sourcing them from gardening and conservation. That one's lost all its leaves. It'll do its thing. That's my trees. I'm excited for them. But they don't look great right now. They'll look good in spring. So then we got this bit. This bit's pretty mad. This is all just wildflowers. I bunched them all together in different pots, but somehow there's still flowers. And look at this one, this bit here. Loads and loads of flowers. It still looks quite nice. Loads of colour still. But look, all these I just threw in pots, like towards the end of summer, and they all just grew. Don't know how they're going to do over winter. I assume they'll survive because they're quite well established. Like, look at that. That was just one tiny little seed and it's just gone crazy. So as far as I can tell, they'll survive. Clover, loads of clover in there somehow. Bits of basil, bits and bobs of random. It's all just random. So these all come from this just seed mix. I've thrown a lot of different wildflower packs in there. That could also be part of my guerrilla gardening toolkit, I guess. But I'll do that again next summer. Just sow loads of seeds, wildflower seeds. Aside from that, it's mainly just bulbs. All these empty ones with bulbs haven't come up yet. This is allium. This is allium that I got from B&Q. Allium's great. If you don't know what it is, check it out. They're part of the garlic family. They smell like garlic. They have these big, like globe-shaped flower heads that smell like garlic, and they can come in all sorts of colours: purple, blue. So I've got quite a few of them in the ground, and more bulbs that I also need to plant. So these are bulbs that haven't come up. That's daffodils in there, I think. I forget what's in a lot of them. That's definitely daffodils in that one. These ones I can't remember. That's muscari. They grow like a little, kind of looks like a grape, like an upwards grape. I think, again, I've never grown bulbs, but this is all hopefully going to work out alright. But that's that. Allium. That's allium. These are all the same. Sweet William. That should grow back. I think that's sweet. That should grow back. I believe there's moss back there. That's maybe also muscari. Sorry, muscari. That's the last tree that I can't remember what it is. It's got a stake on it there. I forget what kind of tree that is. Lavender, grew these from seeds. Boom, boom, boom. Rocket. This is Rocket. Somehow it's surviving, and it will survive through winter, I'm led to believe. That's lavender there as well. The rest of it's just wildflowers. Sweet Alyssum. This smells like honey. Really nice. Smells amazing. A little medley in here. Muscari. Old remnants. Oh, come on. What's this racket? Old remnants of the sunflower. They're obviously dying off now. Lupin. Lots of different things going on. There's another one of those that's growing crazy. Same thing up here. That's an ivy. wildflowers, remnants of some sunflower. It's a shame that some of these didn't. I grew them really late in the season, so a lot of these just didn't come up the way I might have wanted them to. Whatever. Chill zone, already shown you that. Little sedum thing here. More allium, more muscari. And a holly. That's a holly. Looks okay. We'll grow red berries on it. That should be good for the birds. That kind of covers the balcony, really. Could talk a lot more about all this stuff, but let's just give. Oh god. Sorry. So this is the living room. A lot of stuff going on in here. Let's just breeze through it. Dragon tree, happy with that. These little succulent trays, mostly happy with a lot of them. This is my favourite one. Oh Christ, it's so hard to make them look good off camera. Not a lot of light now. I love that one. This is coral. Topsoil is coral from the west coast of Scotland. So I love that. I just love the blue contrast and the white and the green. It's great. Cacti, ginseng, lots of cool stuff going on here. I like this little display. Succulents. This actually came from Portugal. Ericeira, Portugal. No, it's fine. Bits of stuff. It's all doing good. Rubber tree. Bit of cut off the rubber tree. This I cut at the end of the summer, and it grew off into two things, which I'm really happy about. This would be a great specimen plant. I think I'm going to put it over there, maybe here. It needs sun. Once it looks better and it's a bit bigger, that I will do that. But yeah, there's lots of cool stuff. Neon pothos, monstera, dragon tree, Chinese taro. Pretty happy with everything in here. There's a big threat, which is awful, but there's some propagations, bits and pieces. I had to cut this back because it was covered with thrips. This guy I've grown to quite like. Kind of hated the trunk at one point, but I still do. But I like the foliage. Monstera. These are all in water, growing from the base nodes there. Cut a lot of monsteras back recently. That's what this is as well. Starting to grow fresh, new things. Start from ground zero. Don't know what to do with them. I've got too many monstera vines. Might give them away, along with these little fuckers. I can't resist rooting these in soil and just keeping them, because when you cut jade plants, you're left with them, and I don't have the heart to get rid of them for some reason. So I'm gonna start giving more plants away as gifts, because it's beyond a joke. Pothos are looking good. These are nice. Got a grow light, so they're pretty happy. Terrariums, got Phoetonias in there. I took them all out of a pot. Moss and Phoetonia, they all seem to be cool. Quite like them now. Went off terrariums for a bit, but don't mind them. More monsteras, yucca. Would quite like that to grow more. It'll look a lot nicer. Hi-fi, blah blah blah. Jacaranda. I bought that, then shocked it, and it looks a bit shit now. But come spring, oh, that's another tree actually. That's another tree where I should have mentioned it. Part of the tree family, I guess. It'll come back in the spring and look good. Philodendron looking good. Spider plant looking good. Babies. Spider plant babies. This is a good bit of art. Plant art. Yeah, nothing in the kitchen really. Bedroom, minimal style. I thought there's enough going on in here. Might want a bit of peace from that from time to time. So, minimal style. My big money tree. Happy with that. Looking forward to that being bigger. Peace lily. Lemon eucalyptus. That's a tree as well, I think, actually. Boston fern. Looks brilliant. Found that on the street. That came from the street. Yeah, look at that shit. That looks great on camera. It's better on camera. And Monstera. This is my favourite Monstera. Again, I cut them all not long ago, so there's not a lot of new growth. But this one's got a big honking piece of wood as support, which is ideal because all the rest of my Monsteras have this shitty little bit of fence, which is too flimsy. It's made them all look a bit fucked. I don't like the look of many of the Monsteras. That one's the best. Then this thing, I forget what it's called. Also nice. But that's kind of that. I don't want to keep you for too long. The snake plant there as well on the couch table. That's not bad. But that's that. That's my vibes. Guess there's this up here. Also forget what that's called. Tradescantia. That's what that's called. Looks alright. Covered in thrips also. Pain in the arse. But that's par for the course, I guess. I guess the main piece is that. Ladder plants. That corner needs something. But pretty happy with this. Happy with the way it all looks, really. A lot of messing around. A lot of messing around from me to get it the way I like it, the way I've got it now. But that's that. That's my plants. I want more herbs out here. Rosemary, thyme, all that sort of stuff. More basil next year. I want to grow more food crops, food croppage, herbs. Don't really have the space to grow mental food like carrots and potatoes. But that's that. That's what I've got going on. So we'll see how we're looking spring. Might do another one of these videos in spring when it's all crazy flowering. That'll be cool, I think. So just keep it real out there.